morning, everyone. It's always great to, I'm going to get used to pressing this button, so bear with me this evening. Hi. I'm Jamie McGriff with KUTV2 News. It's an honor to MC tonight's special occasion. And I must say, what a great crowd we have this evening. Give yourselves a round of applause. It is, I'm going to get this button right, you guys. I feel like I should take my heels off so I won't have to. All right, here we go, folks. So once again, it is truly an honor to be here to celebrate outstanding educators from across the state. It is a sign of importance of tonight's event that we are honored to have so many of you here with us this evening. Thank you so much for being here, especially during the busy time of the year. We're talking about all the school year, the new school year jitters that probably many of you have experienced. Do you, for all of you educators out there, do you have the new school year jitters every single year? Raise your hand. A lot of you do, really? Wow, that's really cool. All right, well, in addition, we are honored to have representatives from the Utah State Board of Education here tonight. Will the board members please stand? Where are you? We want to recognize you for your work. Thank you so much. Oh, look, I didn't press the button and it stayed on. Oh, this is great. Okay. The Utah Teacher of the Year program would not be a success without the active involvement of participating school districts and charters. And we want you to acknowledge the superintendents and leaders of those districts with a round of applause. Yes, let us give them a round of applause. And it's also our way of burning off some calories too during dinner. Okay, we are also pleased to note that this program has had a strong and long history dating back to 1963. So for those of you who are new to this program, this has been around for quite some time. And we have acknowledged the history by inviting as many of the previous Utah Teachers of the Year that can be found. And if you are a previous Utah Teacher of the Year, would you please stand so we can recognize you as well? Thank you for all that you do. Clearly, this is a room full of celebrities. Absolutely amazing. With us tonight are also the nominees for the LEAS lease. I'm sorry? Okay. Bear with me, you all. This is my first time doing this, okay? All right. Once again, across the state for the 2023 Utah Teacher of the Year. They made a grand entrance tonight, didn't they? Yes! Okay. So what's going to happen is that you're going to get a chance to get to know a little more about each of them this evening with our slideshow, along with their biographies. All of that's in your program, so you'll be able to get all of that information there. And let's see, will the nominees for the 2023 Utah Teacher of the Year please stand? Where are you? There were quite a few of you, yes. The Utah Teacher of the Year is more than just, well, this program is more than just one evening. Tonight does give us the opportunity to think about and reflect for a moment on the vital importance of education and the singular role that teachers play. As a matter of fact, I would guess that everyone here can name that one teacher who had a significant impact on your life. And so, if you have someone in mind, what we want you to do is, this is a conversation starter. Turn to the person to your right or to your left and talk about that one teacher that inspired you, okay? So just take a couple minutes and talk about your favorite teacher who inspired you. Go for it. See, now that didn't hurt, did it? All right, folks. As much as we would love to hear all of the stories, I'm starting to see people quietly, get going. But this is just one opportunity and one example of how teachers have inspired people. And those memories have now filled the room thanks to you sharing your memories. So that is so important. Excellent teachers have a huge effect when we're talking about a child's education. When they partner with families, the results can be life-changing. And I'm sure with what you have shared, you have personally experienced how a teacher has changed your life. The education of our youth is central to the success of this state and nation, and no one knows this more. No one knows this more than our own Superintendent of Public Instruction, Dr. Sidney Dixon. Dr. Dixon, better known as Sid to many of you in this room, has lived a life dedicated to service. She started her lifelong commitment to public education. This happened in a 2-room rural schoolhouse where she was taught by her grandmother. How many of you, starting off in life, were either taught by your mom or your grandma? Raise your hand, come on. I'm about to give you a little snippet of my life right now. I was homeschooled until the 6th grade, okay? And my mom taught me and my brother. So my mommy taught me. And it's so cool to be able to say that. All right, so Dr. Dixon developed a love of learning and exploration and basically parlayed that into a career of education. And that pathway has included classroom teacher, school counselor, school and district administrator, and other various roles at the USB-E. And she particularly loves being in classrooms where the magic of learning happens and looks forward to every opportunity to visit schools. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Superintendent Sidney Dixon.
Thank you, everybody. I'm so happy to be with you, and I have to admit, I am a Jamie McGriff fangirl. So my husband and I watch her daily, and in our house, one of us, not me, will say, "McGriff, what do you got for us tonight?" So I really am a fangirl, and so excited that she's here with us tonight. So thank you so much, Jamie, for taking time out of your busy life to be with us. So this is one of the most popular events on the calendar for good reason. We've had a long board meeting today, and our board members could hardly wait to get here because they know this night is about celebrating teachers. And what better way to start off a school year than to celebrate you and your families and your leaders and mentors and friends. So I want to start also by thanking the people who put this together. Robert Austin and Brenda McMurtry support our Teacher of the Year program all year long. Tonight takes an extra effort, and they have all sorts of other things that they are in charge of, and this is just one of them, but I know how much they love supporting teachers. So let's thank Robert and Brenda and the rest of the staff. It's always an honor to be with you on this occasion and to celebrate the great work that you're doing throughout the state, and also to just honor those of you who have been selected to represent your peers all across the state. This room is full of mentors, coaches, family, friend, bosses, all sorts of people who really have helped you and supported you along the way. And we know that this is a family calling to be a teacher. You don't do this in isolation. I consider myself your cheerleader in chief, and many of you have heard me say that, and I am so proud of that role and that title. And I really love nothing more than being in your classrooms and watching what you do and talking to your students, the best source of information, by the way. So the 2023 Utah Teacher of the Year, like those who have come before, will have many opportunities, not only during the coming year to have their voice heard, but in perpetuity. I think, I was thinking about Erin, for example, and how many committees Erin has served on over the years, and Allison and John, and I see so many of you that we just hear your voices because they're so important, and we continue to call on our Teachers of the Year and also those who have been nominated and the finalists. So don't be surprised if somebody taps you on the shoulder and says, hey, we want you to be a part of this committee. We need your voice. So that's one of the benefits of the program, that it's not just about tonight, but it's the way that you influence. You are teacher leaders, and you continue to be teacher leaders. So congratulations to you, and thank you for being willing to not only excel in your classroom, but lend your voice to the broader spectrum and invest in your school community. So each summer, getting prepped for the school year, I try to listen or capture a visual that really inspires me throughout the year. It's sort of that little thread that I hang on to in good times and in tough times, that I have this thing, whatever it is, that I can rely on. This year, I was inspired, and I am inspired, by a teacher who is no longer with us. Mickey Rowan served the community of Hurricane, and she did so very well as a third grade teacher and then an instructional coach. And unfortunately, Mickey passed away the day after school let out last year. And while her early death is tragic, there's something that I learned about Mickey that really, truly has inspired me. She had a Post-it note on her mirror that was talked about in her funeral, and this Post-it note just basically said, "Are you building?" So she started out every single day by thinking about that and looking at herself in the mirror and saying, am I a builder? Who am I going to build up today? Maybe it's a student, a parent, a community member, a principal, a teacher, but that was her mission, and it permeated throughout her school and those that were around her. In fact, I had the opportunity to visit Hurricane Elementary, and because I'm from Southern Utah, I know that you say hurricane, not hurricane, in spite of the spelling. And it's one of my favorite places to hang out. There are a lot of great things going on, but you can just feel her spirit and the things that she believed in just really permeate those hallways. So that influence and being a builder is something that I'm trying to do every single day this year. And thinking about that, I'm mindful that I'm looking out into a room full of builders. That's what you do every single day. So thank you for your work. Thank you for the opportunities of success that you provide for our students. And thank you for working to make this world, not just your classroom or your school, but this world a better place by being builders. I really am so proud of you and honored to serve alongside of you. Enjoy your evening.
Ah, yeah, yes, that awkward moment when I'm trying to down my cheesecake and then run up here at the same time. Yes, I'm a rebel, I know. I should have dinner first, but you know, when you're doing this, you're just gonna have to improvise, as I know teachers do all the time. How many times, how many of you have had to improvise in the classroom? Everybody, yes. So this is me improvising. All right, well, once again, thank you, Dr. Dixon, for your remarks. Turn page, turn page, turn page. Okay, so as we are preparing for dinner at this point in the game, my question, I feel like I have just turned the page too far.
There you go.
There we go. Once again, bear with me, this is my first time doing this. All right, if you have your program, and if you can look at the biography in the program, Dr. Dixon has devoted decades of service to education. Decades. Did I say decades? Decades? Yes. And that is not uncommon when we're talking about the theme of biographies of the nominees that are here tonight. As a matter of fact, the years of service from these teachers equates to teaching thousands of students across the state. I want you to process that. Thousands of students across the state. The Utah State Board of Education strives to encourage long careers in education by supporting the retention and promotion of outstanding educators. The board works to lift up the teaching profession, giving teachers the tools and resources that they need in order to make sure that students are successful. That's so important. And the USBE seeks innovative ways to develop leadership opportunities for teachers, and the Utah Teacher of the Year program, it's a perfect way to grow the role of teacher leaders. The 2023 Teacher of the Year is going to have many leadership opportunities in the upcoming year, and the winner will attend a special conference of the nation's Teachers of the Year. So, you know, it's not just here you get to go, yeah, I have bragging rights. This is, you know, you're getting boosted up to a bigger platform. He or she will also be a special guest for a week in Washington, D.C., woo-woo, where they will meet leaders, policymakers, game changers, and they're also going to be welcomed to the White House. Ooh, how many of you have actually stepped foot in the White House? Raise your hand. Okay, put your hands down. How many of you who've raised your hand have gone more than once? Oh, I have a few. That's awesome. Okay, it is truly a remarkable experience to visit the White House. So I hope that for those of you who have not had the opportunity to do so, I hope that you get that opportunity to go, because it is truly amazing. And for me, once again, my mommy took my brother and I on a field trip to DC, and we had the opportunity a long time ago to go to the White House. And so when I had the opportunity as an adult to go back, I remembered a lot of the things that my mom pointed out, and when we had our tours, that I have a much more greater appreciation for now. And so hopefully you'll get a chance to do that. Now, even after going to the White House, that person who wins will also attend a national education policy conference and even go to space camp. Yeah, space camp to learn more about leadership and have some fun as well. The finalists will also be invited to join a small but mighty group of teacher leaders, the Utah State Teachers of the Year, and this local chapter of the National Network of State Teachers of the Year. What they do is they work to provide leadership opportunities and education policy input, and we are so appreciative of their work. So there are many opportunities, and so the fact that you're in this room today as a nominee is huge. So give yourself a round of applause. This is huge. You put in the work. Probably you've had sleepless nights. How many of you have had sleepless nights stressing out? How many of you were stressed out during the height of COVID? Raise your hand. Everybody, I see 2 hands up. Touchdown. Okay, so this is such a big deal for you to be here this evening, and thank you for your dedication to the students and for the entire state of Utah when we're talking about education. This is such a big deal. Okay, so now you hear the silverware, folks back there diligently working. Oh, no, don't apologize. This is a good thing. People are hungry. So with that, dinner is right in the process of being served. Let's give a round of applause to the servers. Yes. Servers matter. Yes, so your tummies will be filled, your hearts will be full, and your minds will have great memories from this event that you'll be able to take away with you and hopefully be inspired. So with that, please enjoy dinner, reconnect with your friends and your colleagues, and we will continue our program, including the announcement of the 2023 Utah Teacher of the Year. So with that, everyone grab your forks up in the air. I'm really serious. We're on a unified front here. We're about to eat. With that, eat. My page turning skills might be tricky.
So you start there.
Yes.
Now we can, if you want.
But I want it to stay on. I hope it stays on.
I'll turn it back on. Do you want me to just move these pages to the back?
Well, we're gonna revisit these.
Yeah. I mean,
No,
I could,
it's fine.
It's fine. Okay.
Because if Mark is gonna come up, we're gonna be back here anyway.
Yeah. So mark,
Yeah.
and then you just come back to this.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, this doesn't have that little thing. Oh, it's broken. Of course it is.
Boo.
And it's gonna stay. Yay. Okay. Thank you. All right, everybody. I see our dinner is going well. And while the night is still somewhat young, it's still a school night. And so we want to make sure that we proceed with the program. But of course, you can keep eating. You don't, it's okay. It's okay, you can keep eating. One of the things that we're talking about this evening is the fact that tonight's awards, honestly, it wouldn't be possible without the hard work of this year's selection committee. The members of which are named in your program. They read each application and they read them with care and made the hard decisions of who would be a finalist. Whew, that's a lot of pressure. There's so many great teachers out there. And ultimately, the 2023 Utah Teacher of the Year is, it takes a lot of work to put this together. They came away from that process inspired by the dedication of all of the nominees. And with that, the selection committee, I realize that you're probably still eating. Where are the members of the selection committee? Would you mind taking a moment to stand? I know you're munching and crunching, and it's a great moment, but we have to acknowledge you. Yes. Thank you. All right, so one of the selection committee members knows firsthand what the committee's decision will mean for the winner. This is such a game changer. We want to go ahead and welcome to the stage the 2022 Utah Teacher of the Year, Mark Daniels from Weber High School. Come on up, Mark.
It is so exciting to be here tonight and celebrate the 2023 Teacher of the Year candidates and finalists. This is exciting. It's a year ago when I was sitting out there, I was all just easy. This isn't going to happen. And all of a sudden it happened, and it's exciting and scary at the same time. Jamie asked us a little earlier at the first to turn and talk about our favorite teachers. And she had a hard time getting us back. She had a hard time getting us back into listening again, because we could talk for hours about some of our favorite educators. Pat Hotchkiss, my 5th grade teacher, was an amazing educator. And I was not a great student. And I remember we had a report that we had to do on the life of Abraham Lincoln. And I wasn't a great writer. But she had come and seen me in a production. I teach theater now, and I thank her for this. She had come and seen me in a production of Oliver that I had got to play the title role as a 5th grader. And I went to her and I said, I don't want to write. She goes, well, can you write a script? And I got this smile on my face, and I said, yes. Will you direct it? Yes. So I talked to my friends who, instead of going to recess, I talked them into being in a show in 5th grade about the life of Abraham Lincoln, and it set me on a path to where I am now. And I will always be grateful for her, because she saw me. She saw me and knew what it would take to make me successful. But I'm extremely grateful to have this opportunity and to have had this opportunity for this last year. I'm grateful for everything I've learned and been able to share with so many people. Throughout this year, it's been an honor to get to know, to speak with, and learn from so many teachers and professional educators from across the state. But it's also been a great honor to get to know, speak with, and learn from teachers from every state across the country. They have become lifelong friends and inspiring examples of what teachers should be, could be, and can be. It has been a humbling honor to be part of the National 2022 Teacher of the Year cohort and represent the state of Utah. As a cohort, we have worked hard to understand and support each other throughout the entire year, and it has given me hope. And hope is what we need so much now. It's not news to anyone that as the face of education has changed coming out of a global pandemic, it's been a tough year for teachers and students alike. But we've made it throughout the last year, and we're making it now, and it's worth it. As I've had the opportunity this year to speak at conferences and workshops, my main subject and topic has been making lasting and meaningful connections with students to help us get us through these tough times. But as the years progressed, and as I have had the opportunities that I've had, locally and from across the country, every workshop, every conference topic has been about collaboration, about working with each other, about supporting each other, about lifting each other up to become the best we can be in this incredible profession. Through all these events that I'm so grateful for, my main subject has evolved to not only make these meaningful connections with our students, but make these meaningful connections with other faculty members in our building, with our administration, with our district leaders, with our paraprofessionals, our custodians, our secretaries, the amazing PTSA and the PTA and the parents that come into our building. We can't do this alone. We need each other, especially now. I think one of the most profound aspects of this year for me is that at all of these events that I've had the opportunity to take part in, I have done my best to represent the state of Utah and be a representative for every teacher from our state. Now, I humbly need to recognize and fully admit that I do not believe that I am the best teacher in the state of Utah. Instead, I have been honored to represent the best. There are so many inspiring educators in the state who are working just as hard, if not harder, to give every student the opportunity, the experience, and the education that they deserve. The only difference is someone saw me, and then they nominated me to become that advocate. And I was given the unique opportunity that allowed my voice to gain a platform. As I look at the finalists for these 2023 year of the Best Teacher of the Year, the Outstanding Teacher of the Year, again, I have hope. They are all champions in this field. The amazing educator Rita Pearson in her TED Talk said, "Every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understands the power of connection and insists that they become the very best they can possibly be." All of the 2023 Teacher of the Year nominees and finalists who were selected from across this great state of Utah are those champions. Every one of them deserve this award. Every one of them are champions. It has been my pleasure to represent the state of Utah for 2022. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for that, Mark. Now I officially am convinced that I'm in a room full of gladiators in education. Yes. Okay, so while tonight is the night when the winner and the two runners-up, they are announced, tonight is also a chance to celebrate all of the nominees from across the state. And these teachers, they help us tell the success stories of public education here in the state of Utah. The Utah State Board of Education is pleased to support the Utah Teacher of the Year program. If you have ever attended a board meeting, then you will know the amount of time and dedication and stamina that these public servants devote to their roles. This is not a role for the faint at heart. Would you agree with that? Yes? You have to, really have some stuff. And so, as a matter of fact, you're laughing, but it's true. Truth and laughter, yeah. You have to really tough it out. And as a matter of fact, the board is fresh from today's monthly board meeting. So let's give them a round of applause. They, yeah. Woo. Yeah, meetings. Okay, so as I introduce the 2023 Utah Teacher of the Year nominees, I would like to ask Superintendent Dixon and those board members who were able to be present to please come up for a photo of each nominee. And my understanding is that you will go to this side of the stage, which is going to be your right, my left. I had to think about that. And so if you are able to do that, that would be great. So board members, are you available to go and photo op? Sorry. Oh yes, this is definitely going to be a production. Yeah. This is the moment that we've been waiting for. All right. And Robert, I really want to say you toy, but I realize that's probably not. UTOY is it, Utah Teacher of the Year. So what we're going to do now, are we all set and ready to go? Ready? All right. So what we're going to do right now is go ahead and meet the nominees. Yes, nominees. I almost said veneers, Lord help. Meet the nominees for this year's Utah Teacher of the Year. I would say UTOY. The nominees, when I read your name, this is what I need you to do. I need you to come up to the stage. Come up this way, okay? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Okay. And you will get a token of our appreciation. And then you will make your way past the pink and go this way to take pictures with the board members. Everybody in agreement? Yes? All in favor say aye. All opposed? Any opposed? All right, great. All right, here we go. Are we ready for the nominees? And for those of you who have accompanied the nominees, go ahead and get your phones ready, because I know you want this, you want to catch this moment, video and all that good stuff. Okay, so our first nominee, Loretta McClure. Where is Loretta? Hey, Loretta. Okay, so if you can make your way to the front, so depending on which side you're on, this is the main side that you want to be on. This is your moment to shine. All right, and also you will see the nominees' bios as well as their glorious picture. Yes, and there's also a photographer that's here on the floor taking glorious pictures as well. So just soak up this moment. Yes, you are the superstar. All right, next nominee, Shawnee Owen, Box Elder School District, North Park Elementary. You are a contestant. No, I'm not going to do that. You are a nominee. Come on up. Next, we have David Christopherson, Cache County School District, Ridgeline High. Yeah. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're getting the photo ops here. We're going to keep folks busy today. Pause, catch your moment now on the stage. You didn't, don't miss this moment. Yeah, get a stage moment. Take up the spotlight. And you hurt yourself? Oh yeah, take up the spotlight.
Mountain bike injury.
Mountain biking? Yeah. This is your moment. Okay. And Katie Tinoco. I hope I said your name right. Canyon School District, Draper Elementary. Beautiful necklace, by the way. Yes. Once again, take up your moment. Photo op, yes, pose for the camera, click, click. Christopher Sweeney, Carbon School District, Carbon High School. Where is Christopher? Hey! And folks, give him a high five too as he's coming down. This is great. High five, or whoever's up for it. Yeah, you've already missed the moment. That's all right. All right, Mindy Terry, Daggett School District, Manila Elementary. I hope I have that right. Where is Mindy? There's Mindy. Hey. More photo op coming. Yes. It's almost like graduation. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. More photo ops. Yay. Awesome. Where am I? Andrew Bird, Davis School District, Woods Cross High. Where is Andrew? High five. Applause. Yes. Apparently everybody knows Andrew. All right. Congratulations to you. More photo op. Elizabeth Sampson, Duchesne County School District, Union High. I figured it out why everyone's all of a sudden clapping louder. I think the dessert is kicking in now. I think that's what it is, but that's great. All right. Carly Donahue, Granite School District, Fox Hills, Crestview Elementary. Come on down. All right. Kimberly Player, Jordan School District, South Jordan Middle. Where's Kimberly? Hey. All right. See, that's what I'm talking about. Somebody's going to take pictures of Kimberly, determined. Yes. This gentleman said, I am getting this picture of my Kimberly. Yes, you are. All right, Kimberly. And Marin Morrison, did I get that right? Yes, good. Legacy Preparatory Academy. I need to clap, I got it right. It can be very intimidating. Okay. Eric Brigham, Logan City School District, Mount Logan Middle School. Actually, let me get that right. It's Bingham. I'm going to get that last name, Bingham. Eric Bingham. There we go. Bright color, great shirt. Thanks. Yeah. And then we have Kirsten Gonzalez, Maria Montessori Academy. Yay. And where's Chad Warnick? Millard School District, Delta Technical Center. Come on down. Tylen Perry, Mountain Sunrise Academy. Yeah, Tylen said, this is my moment, I'm going to sparkle. And literally, she does. Yes. Celebrate, yes. Okay. Tracy Warinsky. I hope I got that right. Warinsky. Tracy, where are you? Hey. Oh, and she's wearing sparkles too. She's representing Nebo School District, East Meadows Elementary. Oh, that's beautiful. You're so kind. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me see if I get this right. Carmen Garcilago. Larzo. Carmen Garcilazo. North San Pete School District. Maroney Elementary. I think we were on the elevator together. I wasn't so focused at that point. Hi, it's nice to meet you. And congratulations. Okay. Teresa Hislop, Ogden Preparatory Academy. Ogden's in the house. Hey, Ogden. Sean Eklund, Ogden School District, Newbridge School. Where's Sean? Hey, Sean. Dina Coates, Provo School District, Provo High School. All right. And then we have Natanya Elise Maxwell, Salt Lake City School District, Bonneville Elementary. Yay, Salt Lake. Making sure everybody gets their moment. I'm going to slow down for a little bit. I forgot about shaking hands. Okay, wait a minute. Where's my main guy, Robert? Where did he go? Oh, there you are. I was a moment of panic when the boss is not where I need him to be. Okay. Yes. Soak up the moment, y'all. Okay. Let me make sure I have everybody. Okay, lost place. Caitlin Lyman? Okay. Have to second guess myself. Caitlin Lyman, San Juan School District, Albert R. Lyman Middle. Thank you for being so gracious. Sometimes have to double check. Okay, Amy Stewart, Tooele County School District, Tooele Junior High. Where is Amy? Yay! Micah Ross, Utah County Academy of Sciences. Christine Wetton, Uinta School District, Uinta Middle. All right, we are rounding the corner. Yes. Hi. All right. Slowly but surely, we're getting through. This is a great moment. Oh, this really does feel like someone's graduation. Oh, wait, pause. Take pictures. They want to take pictures. It's important. Oh, wait, there's one more? Oh. Yeah, okay. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We have one more nominee. Last but certainly not least. This person has waited patiently for the name to be said. We don't know what this person has been through to get here and what the summer was like or how well that person slept last night. But tonight is your night. This is your moment. Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Mower, Walden School of Liberty Arts. Hey, yes. All right. Yay. And once again, everybody, please join me in congratulating all of the nominees tonight. Such an accomplishment. Yes. Okay, and this is where I turn the page and skip all of that stuff because we had to improvise. Okay. And before we announce the 2023 Utah Teacher of the Year, we want to go ahead and meet the 5 finalists. And of course, everyone's being seated. Yes, absolutely. Great. So the 5 finalists. So what we're going to do is there's going to be a short film that's going to play out here on both screens here, so feel free to watch. And then you will hear me talk some more. All right, once the selection committee made the really difficult choice of selecting the 5 finalists, they had to break the bad news to the 5 that they would be in the hot seat for an in-person interview. And it really was a hot seat that day, as the room was filled with the selection committee members and the thermostat was not cooperating. If you've ever been in a hot room, you know how that can be. So these conditions did not intimidate these veteran teachers, who were happy to share their love for teaching with the committee, as well as sharing their stories about some of their favorite teaching experiences, and reflect on the messages that they would share were they selected for the title of 2023 Utah Teacher of the Year. So, cute film here that we see. And even teary-eyed at times, because teaching can do that. Or it may be allergies. So once again, all of the folks that you see here in the video. Okay. The finalist, Teresa Hislop. She notes in her biography that she doesn't like people who talk on and on. Oops. Oops. Okay, but she's going to have to tolerate a little talk about her this evening. Teresa is a self-proclaimed farm girl at heart, and that probably explains why she is a Utah Ag in the Classroom Teacher of the Year. And her life experiences, including helping NASA with research exploring our gorgeous Utah slot canyons, teaching students about ecology of Oregon tide pools, all of this really to help inform the work in her classroom at Ogden Preparatory Academy. Her colleague, Siobhan Lopez, also noted that Teresa's own commitment to lifelong learning and her openness to growth and feedback has resulted in a lot. Congratulations, Teresa. Yay! And we have Elise. Oh, you know what? Oh, no. Teresa, stand. Would you please stand? Oh, my. Yes, there you are. Yes. And you'll have to bear with me. Yes, I'm running my mouth tonight, but, I'm also trying to, fill time in the script. All right. Thank you so much for bearing with me, folks. Next, Elise Maxwell. Elise, where are you? Would you mind standing so we can see you? There you are. Hi. Okay, so here's a little bit about Elise. Natanya Elise Maxwell teaches third grade, and she gets the chance to foster the curiosity and collaboration of those young students every school day. She loves valuing the existing strengths of diverse learners and helping them grow. Her commitment to educational equity for all students has led her service on her school's equity committee. And she is delighted to champion all of her students to learn and to succeed. Few know as much about the inner workings of a school as the school counselor, which is Julia Schleifman, Bonneville Elementary's counselor. I feel like a champ tonight, y'all. I am winning at this. Okay, so she is Bonneville Elementary's counselor, and she writes that she has seen firsthand the extra efforts Elise takes to make all students feel welcome. Basic needs of safety and love, they're met so that they can achieve academic rigor, and we can only wish that all students felt safe and as loved. Congratulations, Elise. Elizabeth Sampson, would you please stand? Where is Elizabeth? Hi. All right. Elizabeth Sampson teaches visual arts at Union High School in Roosevelt. Her long and varied career has profoundly altered by the Beverly Taylor Sorensen Arts Learning Program, leading to her current role as a leader in arts education for Duchesne County. And Elizabeth knows how powerful the arts can be in meeting the social, emotional, and artistic needs of her students. And she's also a fierce advocate for the arts throughout the state. And she's like, yes. And Scott Forsyth, her colleague in Duchesne County, wrote that when Elizabeth moved to secondary, his worry that this incredible creativity and passion for the arts found at the elementary level would not really transfer over to secondary level. And he was glad to be wrong about that. Her love and enthusiasm for the arts means that there were waiting lists for her classes. Y'all, she's very popular. A waiting list? Wow, okay. Schools filled with examples of student artistic creativity. This is what she is known for. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Tracy Warwinski, would you please stand? Now, which side? There we go. Hey! The sparkly one. Okay, Tracy is an example of the path a college education can provide, being the first in her family, folks, to wear that college mortarboard. That's big. Tracy's leadership in Nebo District has been noted, but her PEAK Award, which stands for Emulating Positive Energy and Kindness, it's a revealing one. And surely students and colleagues are the beneficiaries of her attitude. Tracy has worked with a full range of learners, from teaching second graders about all things second grade to teaching adults all things math frameworks. I was not the greatest math person in the world, that's why I'm a journalist. So hats off to you for that. And anyone who's great at math. We will not ask Tracy which group is better behaved when we're talking about the kids or the adults. Well, there we go. Alicia Rudd, her colleague in Nebo, writes that even as a first-year teacher, Tracy's level of confidence and competence was jaw-dropping, and she is a true exemplar of excellence. Congratulations, Tracy. Chad Warnick, where are you, Chad? Chad Warnick is the agricultural ed teacher and FFA advisor at Delta Technical Center in Delta. He firmly believes in the power of learning by doing. And students do everything from raising cattle and goats to tending the greenhouse. Whew, I bet they're busy all the time. His work with learning by doing has helped support his pioneering work with a proficiency-based learning, and he plans to be a teacher for his whole career. And that's fortunate for former students like Alyssa Ewell, I hope I said her name right, who wrote that Mr. Warnick had a profound impact on her future, and that even 10 years after graduating, she is still seeking his advice and his guidance. That's incredible. So she knows that she's not alone in seeking counsel. He's the go-to guy when you just need a little advice on stuff. So congratulations to you, Chad. Well, this is the part that I know I'm going totally off script on, but that's okay. Since we do not have a drum roll, you know where I'm going with this, right? If you could move your glass or your plate to the side, you all are going to participate. This is going to be a classroom activity. We are going to do a drum roll because I feel I couldn't resist. I can't resist. So 1, 2, 3, drum roll. Y'all are great. All right, Superintendent Dixon, I think we are ready now for the big finale. Oh my gosh. Do the drum roll one more time. That's so cool. All right, so bear with us, we're getting ready. Okay, I'm gonna leave the script, sorry.
I also am going to go off script and just say that it's just an awesome opportunity to hug every one of you. And I can't imagine how hard it is to make choices. But Board Member Norton, who is also a teacher, we have a lot of board members who are teachers, but Board Member Norton has served on the selection committee. So she knows who the three of you as finalists are. I do not. So if I shriek or cry, I'm not making it up. It's just going to be natural because I don't know who the winner is. So we'll start with the runners-up and turn it over to Board Member Norton.
Okay, everybody, it's that time. We have two outstanding educators that we are going to be presenting a beautiful award and a $4,000 check to tonight as our Teacher of the Year runner-ups. Our first runner-up is Teresa Hislop. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, and we have another runner-up here. Okay. You're all okay? Okay. Runner-up. The other runner-up we have here tonight is Tracy Warinsky. Come on up, Tracy.
Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Thank you. That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
All right, not gonna lie, my heart's pounding a little bit. You know, I always challenge people to try and spend this money on themselves. So those $4,000 checks, and teachers, darn it, they'll buy supplies with it every time, you know? So I challenge you two ladies to do something good for yourselves. Part of the thrill of hugging you all and celebrating you all, it is so uncomfortable for you to be recognized as teachers. You're really good about doing that for your kiddos, but it's hard for you to just stand here and have us honor you. So that's, you know, it's the mischief in me, but I do admit I kind of like that part of it a little bit. So here we go. And this person will receive a $10,000 check and an O.C. Tanner plaque, which is beautiful and awesome. And,
Really? A
yep.
$10,000 check?
You know, in fact, I think before I announce this, I'm just going to write the name on that check.
That's a great idea.
All right, the big check of $10,000 goes to Chad Warnick.
wife asked if I'd cry if I got up here, and I didn't think that I would have those emotions, and it's a little more overwhelming than I thought it could be. It's very humbling to be able to stand and to represent not just this group of teachers everywhere. I feel like I'm standing on the shoulders of giants to be able to be here right now and to be given this honor. When I was interviewing at the state office, they asked a question that I hadn't really thought of, but I thought a lot of sense, and it was, when did you decide to become a teacher? And that question has stuck with me ever since then. And I had to think back of when it started, and it probably really started when I was a freshman, and I call myself a friendless freshman. It was a really hard time in my life, but I had a caring mom who was dedicated to making sure that I didn't just sit home, but that I did things. So she hauled me to 4-H things, she made me take an ag class, and that's where I met two of my first influential teachers. My ag teacher, Dwayne Eakins, he was the one who hauled me around, taught me parliamentary procedure, taught me about dairy cattle judging, and allowed me to become a leader and have opportunities. My 4-H leader, Mike Pace, hauled me all around the state, pushing me more and more out of my comfort zone. After high school, I was able to go and to serve a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and there had the opportunity to become a teacher and to serve others. When I came back, I knew I wanted to have a job that allowed for me to be involved in youth development. That was clear. Because of those impact of those individuals who came before me, I wanted to pass that on. And so while mowing lawns for Utah State, I walked into a building one day during my break that I knew that some people became teachers in. And I went through the first few rooms, and they were all empty. And then on the fourth one, I met someone by the name of Dr. Rudy Tarpley, and I said, I want to be an ag agent. He said, why? I said, I want to impact kids. He said, then you want to be a teacher. So 15 minutes later, I had a 4-year plan, and since then I've always decided I was going to be a teacher. With his enthusiasm to be a champion for every kid, I was later introduced to Dr. Warnick at Utah State, and he gave me the skills to be an effective teacher in the classroom and started me on the path of being an inquiry-based teacher. It didn't end there. At that same time, in those classes from those teachers, that's when I met another future teacher, my wife, that we did and went through those classes together and graduated with the same degree. She got the job before me first, and then she decided after 1 year that she would stay home, and I was able to return home to my home school of Delta and be able to teach. Quite often when I describe our program, I use the word we because she was there all the time, but I was the one getting the accolades of what our program was doing. But she was there the whole time making it happen. Well, this journey has been one that a lot of people have helped. Most constantly and most annoyingly, I've had to go to my father to ask him for lots of advice. He was a former teacher. He was the former teacher for the state of Utah 32 years ago. It's my father, Waldo Warnick. Will you stand? And he's helped me answer a lot of my questions, to develop my philosophy, and remember the things that are most important in dealing with kids. I can't help but notice whenever I look at things that have to do with education that we have a flame or a lamp representing light, truth, and knowledge. And when we have a lamp, it has to be filled with oil. And I can't be here today without thanking the people in my life who filled my lamp with oil through their different contributions. I'm grateful for my administrators who trusted me to invent and to be invested in students, allowing me to try and experiment. I'm grateful for the secretaries who we all know run the flippin' schools, who taught me how to survive and thrive in the schools. I'm grateful for the community that helped us and dedicated their time, talents, interests, money, efforts, machinery, equipment to build what we have in our program. I'm grateful for the parents who trusted me that I could be able to teach their kids and allow me to share that moment with them. And I'm most grateful for the students who found relevance in what I taught, who risked boldly in trying new things, and inspired me constantly to have a bright future about our country. Simply said, my personal vision when I got into this as being an ag teacher is I wanted to have a place where students could raise livestock, grow crops, and where we could cultivate leaders. Thank you.
ask Chad's support system to stand. Superintendent, your parents, anybody that's here with you, just be acknowledged. Thank you, Chad, and congratulations. The two of us will become good friends this year, and you'll get to know Robert and Brenda very well. And you have a whole cohort of former Teachers of the Year that will also be great mentors and friends to you. So congratulations. To all the nominees, we ask that you take the centerpiece at your table. We have swag bags outside for you. And then we'll ask that the finalists, the nominees, everybody come for pictures if you want to gather around and get your pictures taken. And family, you're welcome to sit and chat and gather, but this ends our program officially, and we want to thank you so much for being here and celebrating teachers. Good night.